An estimated 50 million Americans have some type of allergy, and an estimated 22 million have asthma. Asthma is the most common chronic illness in childhood, resulting in 12.8 million missed school days each year. Now, here to talk about the effects of allergies on quality of life and behavior is Dr. Marc Goldstein. He's the co-founder of the Asthma Center. Dr. Goldstein, let's talk about allergies, because we hear a lot of sneezing and we see a lot of runny eyes this time of year. How does it affect our life?
Well, it affects our life in so many ways. People not only experience those symptoms of sneezing, itching, and congestion, but it can affect us cognitively, mentally, and some other physical complications. So, for instance, there's studies that show people have difficulty concentrating, children have difficulty learning in school settings, the quality of their sleep is disturbed, and people can have a general fatigue and loss of concentration, as well as developing other issues in their sinuses, ears, and their chest.
Well, for those who have allergies, they know oftentimes what triggers them. So, we know about pollen, we know about mold, we know about dust, but there are some other things that you say that also trigger our allergies. What would they be?
Probably the one that's most unrecognized is dust mite, and that is an unseen microscopic insect that lives in bedding material, carpets, old furnitures. Probably is the most common cause of pediatric asthma in the United States, and probably the most common cause of chronic postnasal drip in adults.
And so how do you get rid of that?
Well, there's things you can do. You can put special encasings on bedding material. There are materials you can spray on carpets and so forth. And you can get desensitized with shots to try to decrease the allergic expression of those.
So how do you know when you need to see an allergist?
Well, that's a really great question, too, because when people are really suffering, can't get relief beyond what over-the-counter antihistamine decongestants can offer people, then you really need a proper diagnosis. And with a proper diagnosis, then you can, I think, eventually get the relief that you need.
Okay, so would you say that there are certain things that people should be aware of? I mean, how do they know that maybe their situation really is an allergic reaction to something?
Well, if you're having persistent symptoms of congestion or sneezing or facial pressure that just doesn't seem to go away, or you've developed an insidious cough or problems with concentration, and it seems to be seasonal, or it seems to be related to exposures to pollen in the air or when you go outside, or to cats and dogs when you go in someone's home inside, those are the kinds of things that I think would provoke someone to go see an expert to really get a clear diagnosis so you can get the relief that you need.
Are you finding this time of year especially there are a lot of people who are at your doorstep going, "Doc, help me"?
It's very busy because the winter was so warm, and that's the cue for the trees to start pollinating. So the season's kind of hit us earlier this year. So we're seeing symptoms much earlier. People are expressing allergic symptoms right now where, a year ago, 2 years ago, it would usually occur later in the spring.
All right, Dr. Marc Goldstein, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank
For
you.
More information on asthma and allergies, you can go to CBSPhilly.com and click on the Talk Philly. We'll be right back.
CBS3 Mobile Weather Lab, sponsored by Audi. Join us for